Hare Ram, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Namaste. This was my little concert of today. We're going to talk about space and time in yoga. So this is a book called The Illustrated Book of Yoga by Swami Vishnu Devananda. I really like it. I think it has a lot of information. A lot of information. It's just like, wow. And one of the principles of yoga practice is to study the scriptures. And I think it's very, what you will see in TV and maybe on blogs and even in the teacher trainings, it's a lot about physicality because that's the safety. They want to create, the society wants to create a safety yoga practice for your body and not to injure people, right? Because that's a major deal, especially in this country. It's like, well, but I really like to go in depth of this philosophy because there is no way you can do a true spiritual practice if you don't have strong principles for your life and to relate to others. And also to understand, because that's our human gift. You are in a blessed birth because you are able to understand, you are able to also connect and offer and pray to God and acknowledge God. So there is a little story about a king. I will tell it shortly. He was a king and he went to Brahma Loka, to the plane of Brahma, where the creator or God is, to ask Brahma who would be the best husband for his daughter. So when Brahma answered, that's going to be the brother of Krishna who's going to marry his daughter. But Brahma says to him, but when you go back to earth, time will be another time. You won't meet any palaces or places or people, civilization that you met and that you knew, because even though you've been just here for a few minutes, it has passed thousands of years for Earth. So when he goes back, he's not with his family, and well, that's what happened, and that is, and then talking about space. Here's this little chapters, and I'm gonna read them. Yet in ancient Hindu scriptures are descriptions of man traveling to moon, to Chandra Mandala, to the sun, to Surya Mandala, and to the star, Nakshatra Mandala. The ancients knew a way of traveling the insular regions without the help of our so-called modern mechanical devices. Their spaceship was the mind. Generally, we think that mind is used only for thinking, though the limit of man's physical speed is the speed of light. Yet, with the help of the mind, he is able to travel anywhere in the physical universe and beyond the physical universe, to the higher astral planes. Mind is not limited by velocity. It can reach a distant star in a moment, for time and space are creations of the mind. The ancient Hindus divided time according to the plane of consciousness in which mind functions. In a higher plane of consciousness, several thousand Earth years will appear as a few hours, because there the mind functions in a different velocity. In the lower planes of plants and minerals, mind functions in a very low degree of motion, making them appear to be living in a perpetual state of sleep without any conception of time. Then it says that, well, as man evolves, he will be able to operate his mind more and more in higher planes, and to transcend his physical limitations. But yoga declares that the final liberation from the clutches of the space and time is possible only when the mind itself is transcended. For the mind itself is the cause of space and time, whether it is in the physical planes or the astral planes. And this is for us to think about. What do we see as time and space? And when this is man traveling to moon or to the sun or to other astral planes, those are called yogic powers. I do believe there is people on Earth now being able to do astral travels, but it is not the most important thing. The goal is to reach enlightenment and to be one with God. So, as it says in the book, one should work to transcend even the desire to get there, to get to be able to travel like that, even though it's going to be really cool when it happens. But there is a lot of things that can happen before enlightenment, and that can also distract. And as maybe some small person as me, that I don't have those yogi powers yet. No, my approach would be only to try to stay without distraction, focus on the truth. And if this is something that's going to help you and help your practice and help your thoughts, then take it. And remember always to stay offering your practice, studying the scriptures, taking care of your diet. This is our worldly body. We are limited by it in this moment, in this body. But the mind and the self is not limited by it. When you can see yourself in every single being, and you can love yourself as you love every single being, because then there you see the essence of the Creator. Then that's a step forward for love and compassion for all beings. This is all for today. Thank you very much, and thank you for all the nice comments I've gotten. The next video I will answer some questions, so if you have more questions, let me know. The next video will come next week. Namaste.